it, not the little one.
A 6'8" star, number 3, Giddey.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Mitchell, and it's Wade in at the 3 slot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Giddey, no good. The Cavaliers on offense. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Tipped away. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Mobley. Back to Harden. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. Fires from deep. Mobley kicks to Wade. Off target with his 3. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Yep, it counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Harden. He had 27 points last game. Buzelis grabs the board. Pass to Okoro. Here's Buzelis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I spoke with the Bulls head coach earlier. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jones. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. To the paint. Pass to Buzelis. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Okoro. Okoro's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Here's Schroeder. Takes it off the glass.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Chicago trailing here. We know Dennis Schroeder is a great pro, Stan, but he might be even better playing internationally.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, and there's a few guys like that. We saw it with Dennis Schroeder, that when they're playing for their country, maybe it's the role they have or the confidence that their teammates and coaching staffs have in them at that level, but Dennis Schroeder takes over when he's playing for Germany.
And here's Smith, following the 3-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Smith finds Giddey. Kicks it out to Jones. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Mitchell with it, defended by Giddey. The drive by Mitchell, and the shot goes down. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Here's Buzelis. Started by Schroeder. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
The free throw drops for Smith.
Well, Jalen Smith is a modern big. He can protect the rim, guard the perimeter, and offensively shown the ability to be both a rim runner and a spot-up shooter.
Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And Smith with the stop.
Yeah, keep it simple. Get Smith the ball near the rim. Good things will happen.
Here's Mitchell. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Donovan Mitchell.
Chicago on the ball.
Giddey against Mitchell. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 8 points.
Well, hey, Smith has this kind of range, which is why you got to at least honor his shot.
Peter passes to Mitchell. From deep three-point land, the shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Cleveland leading by 5. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Pass to Tyson. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up to the Bulls. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He nailed it from long range in that quarter, winds up with a total of 4 three-pointers in the period. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. They've got Dillingham. Kabusele out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Williams. And it's Sexton in at shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Schroeder. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, for a guard like Schroeder, you want to take advantage of those looks inside.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here. Kawamura's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 8, Yuki Kawamura.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 7. Schroeder against Sexton. Pass to Richards. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Mitchell Mitchell buries the three.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Sexton, an aggressive scorer, and Stan, he can get you 20 on any given game.
Oh, he certainly can, Kevin. This guy can score in bunches. I think what's improved for him, though, is he can also make plays for others. This is not a guy that can only score.
Here's Kawamura. And that one, good. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's a screen by Bryant. Here's Mitchell. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Guys, back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Let's step back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number 5, the Bulls.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
Giddey kicks to Jones. Pass to Okoro. Oh, good on the triple. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell getting dirty down low. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, shooting 1.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Mobley, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Giddey kicks to Yabusele. The Bulls with another miss. Cleveland leading by 12. Donovan Mitchell drops the handle.
Physical finish from Mitchell, a guy who has no problem playing through contact.
Chicago has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
answer.
Buzelis is checked in for Yabusele.
Let's hear it for you. Checking into the game for your Bulls, number 14, Modest Buzelis.
It's Jones on the wing, covered by Mobley. Kicks it out to Jones. Floats one. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Pass to Jones. Trying to get something going. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Jones.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Jones finds Giddey. Now Buzelis. Pass to Okoro. And the Bulls, another 3.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far at 4 for the game.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Bulls trail by 14. Out to the right wing. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Okoro. Off target from outside. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall.
And understanding where to run to in transition, Mitchell is very opportunistic when the break is on.
Giddey surveying the D. Buzelis, no one around him. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they hold some energy.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Harden. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Tomlin in at the 4.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside, Jones. Now Buzelis. And here is Giddey. Takes the three. Cavaliers with the rebound. Bryant's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bulls trail by 15. Okoro finds Jones. Now Giddey. Stolen by Harden. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the inside. And finish off by Bryant.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Giddey, the pass to Smith. Shoots the three. That one, no good. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Harden outside. There's the triple. And Okoro pulls it down. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Great open look there. Giddey's got 5 points so far.
Well, don't lose sight of Giddey in the corner, doing damage from three-point range.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It goes on Josh Giddey. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Porter's checked in for Dennis Schroeder.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Out to Smith. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Giddey finds Okoro. Over Harden. Okoro shot is off.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Bulls trail by 19. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
3, 1, 2, through.
Check out stats for Harden. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. He's getting around 20 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
Buzelis. Smith wide open. He fires. And the Bulls with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Harden with the stuff.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
They need this. And it's Giddey laying it in. 7 points here for Josh Giddey.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Here's Harden. Doesn't go that time. Nice defense from Giddey. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Okoro wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Porter, pass to Tomlin. And here is Bryant, covered by Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Over Jones. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back over to you guys.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. The open look here for Sexton. Sexton can't get that one to drop.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Cleveland, James Harden. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Nearly impossible trying to guard Harden. He has it all. One of the best penetrators in our game.
So for the Bulls, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Buzelis. Williams comes in for Okoro. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Jones. Williams finds Richards. Now here's Giddey. Outside Williams. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the layup's good off the glass.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Giddey with it. 7 points in the game. Porter with the steal. There's the lob to Harden. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get back on defense. A major sin in the game of basketball, especially from his standpoint.
Yeah, and anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear about it from your coach. And you should if he's worth anything.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Sexton. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Williams at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Giddey for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Mitchell with it, defended by Giddey. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Clock at 6, and Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists tonight. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
Sexton against Porter. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside Williams. Pass to Richards. Here's Giddey. Back to Richards. Good D by Mobley.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
How do you guard that? I mean, Mitchell just toying with the defense.
Richards passes to Giddey. Williams outside, traps in the tray.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Sexton against Mitchell. And it's Wade in the corner. Outside Porter. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Mobley, a screen on Sexton. Here's Mitchell. And he makes good on the layup.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 49 points in the game.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. From past the arc, another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Giddey finds Sexton. Now Giddey. Driving in, the 3. And that's good from Sexton on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
What a response by Mitchell. He takes those 3 points right back.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Smith checked in for Nick Richards. Buzelis comes in for Yabusele. Okoro's checked in for Williams. And Jones subbed in for Colin Sexton. Here's Buzelis. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Mitchell. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Mitchell. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Giddey. Jones, that's for two. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And Giddey gets it to go.
And as a playmaker, Giddey has made huge strides learning how to create for himself and his teammates.
And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Really left alone that time.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Now here's Giddey. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, James, you're facing a back-to-back. You're on the road. It's a tough schedule, but so far so good.
It's tough, man. We're a resilient team. We work extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? So put the pressure on us, but we're mentally tough. Big-time win on the road, and we got another one tomorrow.
Resiliency is key in the NBA. Thanks, James.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now we present the player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.